All right, everyone. Thank you for showing up to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair, powered by StriveScan. I want to go over some few housekeeping items here. So if you have any questions throughout the night, you can do so by using the Q&A chat box at the bottom of your screen. And you can ask any question at any time. It doesn't have to be just to the speaker who is presenting. You can ask to any institution at any time throughout the night, and we just encourage you to do so. Just making sure that you're addressing the institution you want to answer your question. Just remember your camera and microphones are off, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the information throughout this session. And if you want to sign up for any more sessions, we have one more this evening and a couple more tomorrow. You can do so by going to strivescan.com/Pennsylvania, where recordings will be available within about a week. So we are going to get our first presenter up and running here, and that is going to be from Misericordia University. We're going to allow them to get their screen share up and running, but I just want to continue to encourage you to make sure that you're using that Q&A chat box for any questions you have. And we'll leave the floor over to Misericordia University.
All right, thanks, Julian. Hi, everyone. My name is Katie. I am an assistant director here at Misericordia University. For those who aren't familiar with us, we are in Dallas, PA. It's about 40 minutes south of Scranton, 2 hours from Philly, 2.5 hours from New York. So we're right in that northeast corner. We are a private liberal arts institution. We have just about 2,000 students here. So your class sizes are going to be pretty small. Our average class size is about 19 students. So you're not going to have lecture halls of 200. Your professors are going to know who you are. Even this year, when our students have been here for in-person classes, those class sizes have gotten even smaller to allow for social distancing. So 19 is honestly sounding like a pretty big class right now. It's been closer to 12 to 15, so our students can space out. Outside of our classrooms, we do offer Division III athletics for men and women. We're part of the MAC Freedom Conference. So if there's a sport you're interested in, we probably have it. We have most of them. And our student athletes are very well accomplished. They're regularly ranked among the MAC Freedom top performers, both on the field and in the classroom. So we're very proud of that. So it's a very good balance. If you're looking to be a student athlete in college, D3 is a really good way to go because it gives you the flexibility to pursue a sport that you've probably dedicated a lot of time to, but it also gives you the opportunity to further your professional career by pursuing a major that you're really interested in that might be really competitive or really demanding, but it's not going to take away from either side. Your professors know that if you're making championships, you have to go for a game. And by the same measure, your coaches know that when you graduate from Misericordia, you're going to be a teacher or a nurse or a physical therapist or an accountant. And so that has to come first. Our programs are separated into 3 different colleges. So I didn't bother to list all of them on here because I know that's a lengthy list, but we have about 37 different undergraduate majors to choose from between our College of Arts and Sciences, our College of Business, and our College of Health Sciences and Education. The top 3 programs as far as size go, and probably what we're most well known for, are physical therapy, occupational therapy, and nursing, but we do have a lot of programs outside of the health sciences. Our health science programs, for the most part, are direct entry. And so that means that as a high school student, you can have a seat in a graduate level program. You can come here for 6.5 years and graduate with your doctorate in physical therapy, or 5 years and graduate with your master's in speech pathology and start working right away. But we were originally founded as an all-girls institution. And so we have had programs that are all across the board because we started in the 1920s. And so education was very popular, nursing was very popular, and we've evolved as the time has gone on. And so we've added programs such as business administration, sport management, government law, and national security. So our programs are very practical, I think, and it gives our students the opportunity to get involved in things that they may not have expected. You're going to be involved in service learning, where you'll be working on a real world problem in your classroom. And so we apply that across all of our majors. As far as financial aid goes, there are a lot of different opportunities, but I do like to highlight that we offer 6 full tuition scholarships for our students. And so in order to qualify for that, we have eliminated the test score requirement as of right now. We need to have at least a 3.7 cumulative GPA on our GPA scale in order to compete for that award. It's called the Sister Mary Glennon Scholarship. So for anybody that does follow up with Misericordia. I know you're going to get a ton of college mail in the next year or so. If you see anything that comes through that has the word Sister Mary Glennon on there, make sure you pay attention to that. Some new things that we have for this coming fall, we will be introducing an environmental science major. It's something that really fits in with our core values as a Sisters of Mercy institution. One of the critical concerns of the sisters is for the earth and the environment. And so this just naturally goes in with that, along with our interest in the natural sciences. So biology, biochemistry, those have been huge for Misericordia. We just got done finishing. What's in that top corner picture is our new Henry Science Center. So it's a state-of-the-art building. It just opened in October, and we have labs, we have greenhouse space, we have all sorts of equipment that our students can use there. And so environmental science is just a really big part of that. As far as admissions goes, we try to keep it pretty simple. We can use the Common App, you can use our application. They are both free, and you can start filling that out when you go back to school in senior year. So that'll open in August as you're starting to think about applying to colleges, and we have gone test optional for fall of 22 as well. So if you're taking the SAT or ACT, that's wonderful. But if you're not, don't stress about it. We're really going to look at your transcripts for the most part. Many of our programs don't require letters of recommendation either. So we're really going to be focusing on your GPA, and we like to have a conversation with you about your high school experience. For admissions, we do break our recruitment into a couple different territories. And so I might be your counselor. I work with a lot of our students that are local to Misericordia, as well as our students who are a little bit further away. But if you'd like to get to know us, we are offering on-campus visits. So come see campus. It's a little rainy today, but it's usually bright and sunny like those pictures. And so we'd be happy to welcome you anytime. And with that, I will turn it over to the next school.
All righty, thank you so much. And we are going to start getting ready for Point Park University. Point Park, you will be able to get your screen share up and running. And while you do so, just want to encourage all of our attendees, if there's any sessions that you want to catch after this or any tomorrow, that we still have a few left that are available to sign up for. You can do so at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. And we'll leave the floor over to Point Park University.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining, everyone. My name is Sam. I am an admissions counselor here at Point Park. So just to jump right into it, here's some quick facts about our university. So we are private. We are located in the middle of downtown Pittsburgh, so smack dab in the middle of the city. We're not, too small, not too big by any means as far as student population, just over 3,000 undergrad students. And if you add master's, doctoral students, we're just over 4,000. We have 5 schools within our university, as you can see here. Within those 5 schools, there are 79 bachelor's degrees to choose from, as well as 20 graduate degrees. If you want to continue your education with Point Park after undergrad, there's a lot of opportunity for that. We also have 3 doctoral programs as well. We're also a very diverse campus. We represent 49 of the 50 states and 33 countries. That's among student population, but we're also very diverse with staff and faculty too. If you're not familiar with Pittsburgh, very much into the sports, very much into performing arts, which suits Point Park very well. We have a lot of students who are able to work for Steelers, Pens, Pirates through our programs here with internships and co-ops, which I'll get into in a little bit. And we're also very well known for performing arts. There's a culture district right down the road from us within walking distance. You can catch a show there. There's a few theaters that you can go to. And then Strip, District, Market Square, those are just some examples of things to do around the city. There's more than that, but there's some nice restaurants, some nice boutiques and shops to go to there. So I encourage exploring in Pittsburgh. Here are some examples of where our students have worked for in the past for internships. It's not limited to this at all. This is just in the Pittsburgh area, but no matter what program you go into, you're going to have an opportunity to participate in internships. With us being downtown, we have a lot of connections already. But to go off of that, we have our co-op program. This is essentially internships. It's a little more intensive, a little more hands-on for our students. Being that it's guaranteed pay, one, for our students. The students are able to work up to 40 hours per week with those placements. So essentially you could be a full-time employee and you're getting credit towards your degree all in one right there. That leads to a lot of real world experience within your field, leads to a lot of connections that can be made with either the company you're working for or someone you're working with through that company, and leads to a lot of full-time job offers, right out of college. So living on campus, we have, at any given time, we have about 1,000 students living on campus. There's 5 dorms in total. but we don't require students to live on campus. So keep that in mind. If you want to live off campus, you're more than welcome to do that. But we do have 5 dorms right on campus, 2 for freshmen, 2 for sophomores. Sophomores live in suites, and then we have 1 dorm for juniors and seniors. They live in apartments right on campus. All dorms come with free cable, free laundry, free Wi-Fi, and they're very secure. So there's multiple points of access that people have to pass through in order to get where they're going within the building. So it's very safe. No reason to feel unsafe there. Studying abroad, there's a few ways you can go about it with us. We have sponsored locations, as you can see right there in that first bullet point. But we also have independent study abroad programs. So if you wanted to go somewhere else outside of those 4 locations, we can work with you on that. And then we have international trips with faculty, which you would take with Point Park students, and Point Park faculty would go to different locations. It's more of a casual leisure trip there. Sports, we are NAIA Division II. These are all the sports that we offer here at Point Park. Students are eligible for athletic scholarships. So if you are interested in, continuing with sports after high school, get in touch with these coaches here and they can help you out with that. So going through the application process a little bit, it's very simple. With us, it's either on our website, you can find it there. It takes maybe 15, 20 minutes to fill out, or we're through the Common App as well. So once you're filling out Common App, put Point Park on the list of schools that you are interested in, and we will get all that information. There's a test optional application, and there's also a traditional application. For traditional, we would only need transcripts and SAT or ACT test scores. If you apply as test optional, the only thing we would need is your transcript in that case. For students within the conservatory, they have to go through a couple different layers as far as getting admitted artistically. So as you can see here, there's auditions, interviews, portfolios, acting, musical theater, and theater arts, for example. They have to go through another layer with pre-screens. They have to submit those before, if those are accepted, they get invited to live auditions. In comparison to dance, they only have to audition. But then you can see the remaining programs there with interviews and portfolios. For students outside of the conservatory, the scholarships range from $14,000 to $20,000 for first-year students. That's merit-based. And then if you're looking to transfer in, they range from $10,000 to $16,000. Now, for students within the conservatory, there's a couple different scholarships you can be awarded. First being our Artistic Achievement Award. That is solely based on performance with auditions, pre-screens, portfolios, stuff like that. And that ranges from $3,000 to $25,000. The Dean's Academic Award, if you meet those minimum requirements for your GPA, test score, stuff like that, you'd be automatically awarded that $5,000 on top of the Artistic Achievement Award. As I said, it's free, very simple process to apply. Rolling admissions, there's no deadlines or anything. And we are offering on-campus visits as well. Monday through Friday, there's 3 different times, 10, 12, and 2. So go on our website, pointpark.edu. You can sign up there, or you can get in touch with the admissions staff right there as well. That's about it. So thank you, everyone. I will pass it on to the next school.
All right, thank you so much, Point Park University. And we are going to move on to Lake Forest College, who is going to be our next presenter. And while they're getting their screen share up and running, just want to as always, continue to encourage you to ask those questions. You have a great opportunity tonight to ask any questions you want of our presenters. So I just want to continue to encourage you to do so. And we will leave the floor over to Lake Forest College.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Grimm, and I am one of the Associate Directors of Admission here at Lake Forest College. I'm very excited to be here this evening to help you learn a little bit more about who we are and a little bit about us. So to kind of kick everything off, just a quick at a glance, we are a small private liberal arts institution located in Lake Forest, Illinois, which is about 30 miles north of the city of Chicago. We have approximately a student population of about 1,500 students, just under 1,600, that come from all over the world as well as the United States. Our current class for this fall is actually representing most of the United States, like 49 out of 50 states, and again, about 96 countries from around the world. Most of our students are coming from outside of Illinois, so we do have a strong representation for students, like I said, from all over. And we'll touch base a little bit about scholarships and career placement as we get it through this presentation a little further. Kind of going into scholarships right off the bat, we are very generous with our scholarships, and these are merit-based. So we have up to $30,000 renewable scholarships for merit, kind of right off the bat upon admission to the college. This past year, we understand that, testing has become pretty difficult for some students. And so we actually reimagined our scholarship grid to basically take emphasis off of the test scores. We are a test optional institution. We have been so for about 10 years now. So we felt that it was important to kind of change how we took a look at scholarships. So as you can see by the grid on the screen, we are now doing or statements. So no longer is it if you have this test score and this GPA, you will receive this scholarship. It's if you have this test score or this GPA, then you will be awarded the scholarship. We'll always award at the highest level, so keep that in mind as you're looking at that grid. And there's a few things that really do make us unique and kind of layers on with who we are. So there's these 4 pillars of our identity. And our first one is that pragmatic approach to the liberal arts. So we truly believe in taking what you learn in the classroom and applying it to real world situations. So as part of our Forrester fundamental curriculum, we actually do require students to take part in some experiential learning. So whether that is study abroad, independent research, our internship program, or our In the Loop program here in Chicago, we want you to be able to take the theories and everything that you learn in the classroom and really understand those by applying them into real world situations. We have a strong focus on career preparation. So we have a very individualized approach to our Career Advancement Center. They host events throughout the year that we encourage students to attend. There's individualized advising. And our students last year had a 98% of the class was actually enrolled in graduate school, or they were employed within 6 months of graduation. So again, between using those internships, using our connections, and really helping you to understand the path that you'd like to go on, we're going to help kind of work you throughout your time here at the college and keep you on track towards whatever it is your next step is going to be. Obviously, being so close to Chicago, we take full advantage of that. We actually refer to Chicago as our second classroom. So whether that's field trips or internships, research opportunities, as I mentioned, or even just going into the city for fun, we definitely take full advantage of being so close to such an amazing city. And diversity too is another big thing. As I mentioned, we have students that are joining us from all over the world, and we really celebrate that diversity through a number of different programs, events, and opportunities for our students to really get to learn from each other throughout their time here. We have a strong emphasis on trying to help our students to find their path and continue to find ways that we are going to set our students up for success. So we're constantly looking to the future to help make sure that we're doing the right things and giving our students the right tools for that success. So currently on campus, we have our renovation and expansion of our largest academic building, which is Brown Hall. This is set to be done in fall 2021. So we're very excited to see how that comes up. Looks good so far. We're also excited to welcome varsity lacrosse for men and women this fall. We previously offered it as a club sport here at the college, but we are now offering it as an NCAA Division III offering. We just completed construction on a brand new turf field as well as locker rooms for those teams too. We're also excited about our brand new health professions program. This is a partnership with Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science right up the road in North Chicago. This allows us to offer a number of new joint degree programs, including our an agreement with the medical school, pharmacy, physical therapy, physician assistant, as well as a number of other opportunities. And then in fall 2019, we actually introduced data science as a brand new major as well, which students are able to kind of add on to any of our programs that if they're interested in the utilization management analysis and interpretation of big data. We are open for visits. We encourage you to come visit us when you feel safe to do so. We have a number of options, both in person and virtually. So we are open for daily tours Monday through Saturday with, basically, all the safety concerns in place. So, masks, hand sanitizer throughout campus, individualized tours. And then if you're more interested in kind of checking us out online, we have a number of virtual options that you can do as well. If you would like to learn a little bit more about campus, we have a really, really nice virtual tour on our website that does a really great job of showcasing who we are, the buildings on campus, and kind of what you can expect to see here as a student. And if there's any questions, I will drop my information into the chat, but feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns that you may have. We always love to get to know our students as much as we can. And so if there's anything that we can do to help make your process go as smoothly as possible, just feel free to let us know. And with that, I will hand it over to the next college.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And our next presenter is going to be from Glenville State College. We're going to allow them to get their screen share up and running. So just want to continue to encourage everyone that there are more sessions that you could sign up for. And you can do that by going to strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. And just want to make sure, Glenville State, are you good? Okay, awesome. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. And while they're still getting set up with that, what's that? I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My name is Larry Gwynn. I'm an admissions counselor here. My video currently, I don't know if it's just not working or if I'm just having some issues with it, but is it okay if I just do it this way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Larry. I'm an admissions counselor here at Glenville State College. If you're not familiar with Glenville State, we're actually located in the central part of West Virginia. We're about an hour and a half south of Morgantown, West Virginia, which is right outside around Pittsburgh, and about an hour and a half north of Charleston, West Virginia, which is where our major airport's at.
And then, sorry, did you have a PowerPoint? I'm looking. We see just your email there, or an email on the screen share. Maybe it's just swapping the screens.
Yeah, I might have went to. Let me double check here. I apologize for that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
This is not working. I do have a PowerPoint. I was looking at it. Ooh.
Oh, that's okay. If not, I just wanted to make sure because we're just seeing your email there, and I didn't want you to have your email up on the screen there.
Yeah, so I did have my share there. I don't understand how this is not. Let me try to see if this will work here. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know what happened. I'll just go ahead and discontinue that route.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm so sorry. I'm having some technical difficulties there. So on the next one down, you can see our admission staff here. It involves Lexi Gay, Ricky Butler, and myself. We're all kind of here just kind of guide you through the admissions process to be sure to take a screenshot of that. That kind of shows a little bit of who can reach out to you at any given time. I know I answer emails all the way up through the night, and I'm sure the ladies do as well. I'll also be putting that in the group chat as well to kind of send that out and toward the end of the PowerPoint presentation here. We're founded in 1872, so we're an older institution. We were actually originated as an all-teaching school. Back in 1872, we actually didn't have a men's dorm until 1964, so we actually take a lot of pride in our education. I know criminal justice is another one we take a lot of pride in. We're actually ranked first in the state of West Virginia and 14th in the nation. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Trying to stop sharing here. Does that work right there for you?
That stopped the share, but it was, if you got a dual monitor in the PowerPoint, you just got to maybe swap the presentation view.
Okay. So can you see anything on that one then?
No, I only able to see your email right now. You don't have it shared though.
Okay, sweet. I apologize for that. I know I had it up and running there just a second ago. I don't know what quite happened, but yeah, so criminal justice there, we're first in the state of West Virginia, 14th in the nation. Education, like I talked to earlier, is one of our longest running programs. I know business is one of our most popular degree pathways as well. We offer the 4-year degree in bluegrass, West Virginia, bluegrass music as well. It's kind of like a West Virginia fun fact about us. I know that kind of has their own facilities. We have the Pioneer Stage, which is downtown. They usually do like a weekly kind of music retreat for all the students to kind of come down, kind of chat with, just kind of decompression zones, all we kind of use that for. I know we offer a 4-year and a 2-year fully online. That includes our criminal justice, our business, and we offer the 2-year general studies degree. And that's popular amongst like high school students through dual credit. I don't know if you guys have dual credit, but that's one of our new kind of systems we have through high school. You kind of come out of high school with an associate's degree. Our classroom size is about a 17-to-1 student to teacher ratio, and that's across the board statistically. I know each department faculty member is always willing to help no matter what you need as well. And each one of those have about 20 to 25 years of experience in each of their respective fields. Some exciting new things that we have to offer here. We have a partnership through Marshall University. I know that's kind of one of our new pride moments of too. So we're bringing in a master's degree in athletic training and accounting. We're also kind of bringing in a doctorate degree in pharmacy, which you'll have to do a 4-year here and a 3-year through them. Boom, you get your pharmacy degree. Exercise science is a 3x2. So you do your 3 years here and 2 years at Marshall, and you come out with your master's degree in athletic training as well. I know in addition to the new partnerships, I know we're trying to add a Barnes & Noble bookstore on campus as well. I think inside of that, it's going to be a Starbucks. That's hopefully going to kind of broaden out our campus a little bit. So we are a smaller campus. We have about 1,540 kids across the board on our campus here at Glenville State. So we are a smaller school. And the one thing I like to sell on my pitches is we have the individualism of a small school, but the resources of a big school. Next one down is our athletics side. So here at Glenville State College, we're an NCAA Division II Mountain East Conference, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I know that's one of the more competitive conferences in all Division II. I know here's some of our athletic programs we offer at GSC. We have some better facilities across the nation under the D2 level. I know our Waco Center houses our men and women's basketball, acro and tumbling, cheer, boxing, and wrestling. Attached to the Waco Center, we do have one of the state-of-the-art weight room that kind of mirrors some predominant D1 programs. We also have a conditioning room kind of layout to kind of mirror some of those programs as well. I know in addition to the Waco Center, we have the Sue Morris Complex, which houses our outdoor softball, baseball, and indoor baseball and softball fields as well. And then also the I.L. Morris Stadium is home for our football field and track and field. And the best way to do that, I mean, there's some online stuff too. So if you guys want to reach out to us, we can give you the 360 tour that we just kind of whip together to kind of bring you guys a more in-depth, because we are an open campus, but a lot of people are kind of still a little bit shy to kind of reach out and come to college campuses. So we do have that available for you guys. So the next one down is just getting started. So the next step to kind of get you to apply and get connected with our admissions team here is, I would have the PowerPoint up, but there is a website there to show you, but I will put that in the chat, our website in general. So just go out and check it out. The application takes about 15 minutes to complete, and we are free. So just use the waiver code #GoPioneers, which I'll add in the chat as well. Once you submit your applications, one of us admissions counselors here will reach out to you and kind of guide you through our process here. I know in addition to the counselors letting you know, I know we also have the FAFSA opening up on October 1st. That FAFSA code too, the GSC code, is one of the ones that we'll add as you kind of get to that process. And as usually we go by step. So we also are the most affordable 4-year institution, both in-state and out-of-state. So hopefully we can kind of get you a little bit more of an in-depth detail. I know we do offer some financial aid estimates as well. So if you're kind of out-of-state, you're a little bit iffy about coming out-of-state to an in-state West Virginia school, that's perfectly normal. Just reach out to one of us and we can definitely get you guys set up for the long run, hopefully get you a better number as well. And then our campus is currently open, like I talked about earlier. So feel free to come on down for a visit. Or if you want to enjoy our 360 tour as well, I'll attach our website in the chat here and hopefully get you kind of lined out and get you down here, whether in person or virtually. I know we just kind of had our open house come up, so we had a big turnout for that. So we're kind of pretty pumped out about that for the long run. So I think I'm ready to pass it on to the next college.
All right, thank you so much. And we are going to move over to Thomas Jefferson University. We're going to allow them to get their screen share up and running. And after Thomas Jefferson, we have one more presenter. So that means you've got just enough time to put any questions you have in that Q&A chat box. So we'll leave it over to Thomas Jefferson University.
Awesome. And you can see my slide, yes?
Yes. Thank you.
Amazing. Hello, guys. My name is Megan. I'm an admissions counselor at Jefferson. Excited to be talking to you today. I'll just take us through the university generally. Jefferson runs a couple of different campuses, but when you're looking at Jefferson, just keep in mind that the East Falls campus is the undergraduate campus. So if you're applying out of high school, that's the one that you want to pay attention to. We are technically within the city of Philadelphia, but we're actually about a 15-minute drive outside of the city center. So it's more of a suburban campus, very green, very walkable, but still in the city. And I actually live in Center City and I take the bus to campus and it's only about 25 minutes out there. So it's very, very accessible if you want to come into the city for fun, go to a museum, use your student discount, go shopping, go to dinner and find internships, and then go back out to campus once you're done. So we do have a little over 100 acres out there. Only 2,800 students go to school on that campus. And that means that your classes are going to be pretty small. When we're talking about classes directly related to your major, you might have 12 or 13 people in those classes with you. General education classes, you might have up to 30 people in those classes with you, but typically not more than that. And we are a private school. So for us, tuition is the same, whether you're in state or out of state. But just to very quickly touch on those numbers, they're down there at the bottom for you guys. These are all of our different undergraduate programs. I will not go through all of these, I promise you, but I do want to just stress that here on the left, you see all of our architecture, design, business-related majors. And then over here in the middle to the right, you see all of our medical and health-related majors. So lots of our students are very, very different from each other. Half of our students want to be architects and interior designers, fashion designers. The other half of our students want to be doctors and PAs and researchers. One thing to point out on this screen is that if you see any major that has a 3+2 or a 2+2 or anything like that listed after it, then that is an accelerated degree where you graduate not only with your bachelor's degree, but also with either a master's or a doctorate, depending on which of those programs it is that you're looking at. We do have a 97% success rate, and what that means is that within 6 months of graduation, you are either gainfully employed or enrolled in the graduate program of your choice. So career services will help you get there. They review resumes, they work on interviewing skills one-on-one. They'll help you get started on the internship or the job search. And for the most part, all of our professors are also still working within the field that they teach. So that means that they have active networks. They know people who are hiring interns, they know people hiring full-time, and they'll tap you on the shoulder and let you know if they think that you're qualified for a certain job opening. And that's something that happens all the time, and they know that that's part of their responsibility to you to get you out into the world as a full-fledged adult. And I talked a little bit about our location already, but we do think we have the best of both worlds. So we have an area closer to campus that's called East Falls, very, very walkable, lots of things to do out there, just around the corner from Manayunk, if anybody's familiar with that town, where there are really cute boutiques and shopping. So all of that is out where our East Falls campus is, or you can take an Uber, ride with your friend who's a commuter who has a car on campus, or hop on the bus and head into the city or out to King of Prussia, anywhere in that area. So really you get to spend as much time in the city versus out of the city as you would like to. And when you're thinking about different things to get involved with, we have over 160 different clubs for you guys. These are just a couple of examples, really, of things that you might get involved with. Lots of our students will study abroad, particularly. And I also do want to point out that photo on the bottom right. We have a student-run fashion show every year where our fashion merchandising students will actually put on the logistics of the event. And the textile design students and the fashion design students will work together to design the garments. And we have a celebrity judge that visits every year as well. So that's one of our really fun traditions that we're really excited about at Jefferson. And we are a D2 school, so we can give athletic scholarships. If anybody is interested in any of these on the screen, I would honestly say just let admissions know. We can help demystify the recruitment process for you guys and really get you through this without too much stress. So let us know if you want to play any of these sports with us at Jefferson. And we're having lots of different opportunities for you guys right now. Our campus is also open for tours Monday through Saturday. You would just need to sign up in advance. But we are holding also virtual Zooms with counselors like myself. If you ever wanted to talk to a student in a program that you're interested in, you let us know and we can make that happen. Same with professors and faculty. If you're trying to decide between two majors and you want help, we can absolutely make that happen. So you just reach out and let us know what you guys need. And I'll just leave this up for just a second. If you ever have questions, I'll drop my email into the chat, but there's also that email up there at the top left, enroll@jefferson.edu. If you email that, then the person who responds to you is your actual counselor. So you can get to know that person and really speak with them about any questions you have or any concerns. And the application opens on August 1st, and we're really excited to be approaching that date. Thanks, guys. I'll let it go over to the next college.
All righty, thank you so much. And our last presenter is going to be from IE University. We're going to allow them to get their screen share set up. And this is the last opportunity for some questions. If you have any, go ahead and throw them into the Q&A chat box, or you can look at any of our presenters' information that they threw into the chat and email them directly. We'll leave the floor over to IE University.
Hello everyone and welcome to IE University. My name is Elsa Bustani and I'm the local representative of IE in the Northeast. I graduated from IE myself a couple of years ago, and like the majority of our students, I was searching for an institution with an international baggage and one that will give me the opportunity to study and work wherever I want upon graduation. So with 7 different accreditation and all of our classes entirely taught in English, we're one of the most international university in Europe, and we offer various different bachelor degrees. So all of our bachelor degree again are entirely taught in English. They're 4 years long. They're based in Segovia or in Madrid, and you have different subjects varying from architecture studies, law, international relation, applied mathematics, etc. We also offer dual degrees, which are 5-year long and basically double degrees. It's a unique opportunity to gain double degrees in 5 years instead of 8 years, for example. And then you can get the international relations plus economics one, or the lower international relations, which are really popular. So what kind of students do we welcome on campus every year? Who are they? Well, we welcome students from 50 plus different education systems. 75% of our students are international students, and we have more than 45 languages spoken on campus, and welcome students from 130 plus nationalities every year, which consists of a total student body of 4,100 students. In terms of campus, we have 2 campuses and offer 1 single IE experience. Here you have the picture of our campus in Segovia. Segovia is 45 minutes away from the capital, Madrid. The campus is actually older than the United States, and it's a monument that is recognized by UNESCO and preserved by it. Although the facilities are extremely modern, we still kept the authenticity of its architecture. Here you have a couple of pictures of Segovia as a city. And the fun fact is that the castle of Segovia is actually one of the castles that inspired the logo of Walt Disney. And this is our master campus in Madrid. And this is our newest campus, the tower. It's the in Europe and the 5th tallest in the world. Typically, it's made with sustainable material and operates renewable energy, and it's a piece of art that mirrors our values as an institution. We want you to build your own path. We want you to create your own future at IE and after IE. So you have the opportunity to pick different elective and advanced seminars. You have opportunity to go for international exchange programs, internships, and IEU labs. Here are an example of all the IEU labs that we offer, from legal lab to startup lab to tech lab. And for example, the communication lab worked with Twitter and the Spanish government on the Spanish campaign during COVID. And the students had the opportunity to focus on different demographics according to the students' location and the psychography of their surrounding. We also have 160 plus partnership with different universities across the world. Among others, we have Cornell in the US, McGill in Canada, and a lot of different universities across Asia, such as countries such as China, Japan, and even India. We also have a joint program with Brown University, which gives our students the opportunity to spend 4 weeks in summer at Brown, in Providence, and then transfer their credits directly to IE. We also receive Brown students. It's a two-way thing. We have 100 plus active IEU clubs. We have our own newspaper and more than 4 different newspaper and then more than 4 different podcasts. In terms of our clubs, they're based on interest, on hobby, on career aspiration, but also on nationalities. So you can, for example, join the American club and celebrate 4th of July and Thanksgiving with them, or you can join the running club and run at Retiro with them every week, or you can join the Women in Finance Club and learn how to pitch and network in the financial industry when you're a woman, etc. So we're the first university in Spain, 7 in Europe, 23rd worldwide, and we have the 6th best bachelor in business administration in the world. 95% of our students find a job upon graduation, and 34% of job seekers work outside of their country of origin, 45% of non-Spanish job seekers end up working in Spain, and 25% of graduates are pursuing further education. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Awesome. Thank you so much to all of our presenters. We have a few minutes left. So we have time for a question for a round robin portion of this. And that question, I am going to share my screen, is what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we're going to start right back up at the top with Misericordia University and make our way back down the list. But what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
So it's probably something you're going to hear a lot of from counselors, from teachers, probably from your parents too, but I'll start off. Don't be afraid to ask questions and make sure you're staying in contact. One of the biggest things that we start to struggle with is we don't know where you stand. We don't know if you're looking at email. We don't know if you're interested still. Stay in touch with your admissions counselor. All of the people that are on here tonight, our job is literally to help you through this college search process. That is what we're here for. It's what we do on a daily basis. So don't be afraid to use us, call us. If I hear from a student 3, 4, 5 times a week, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. So my advice would be to find those schools that you're interested in and make those connections with the admissions counselors that are assigned specifically to you, because they're going to be your biggest asset in making that transition from high school to college. They're going to introduce you to the campus, introduce you to the students, and make sure you're getting all the answers that you need. So start those connections early and maintain them throughout your senior year.
Awesome. Thank you. Point Park University.
Yeah, kind of going off a little bit of what Katie was saying, start as early as possible in the process, start doing visits, when it's safe to do that on a regular basis, and do your research too. And when you start narrowing schools down, finding schools that you are very much interested in, I recommend getting in touch with faculty, meeting with them. That goes kind of underlooked, and also meeting with current students or previous students. They'll be able to give more of a candid answer than most people can. So I definitely encourage that.
Thank you. And Lake Forest College.
Yeah, I definitely echo everything that's been said previously. I would probably just add to be open to new things in your college search. So you may go into it thinking this is exactly what I want, and I know this is where I want to go and everything like that. But be open to trying something new and trying something different. You may find a hidden gem in your backyard that you weren't expecting to be the right fit for you that turns out to be the best place you could go. So just be ready for that and just be open to something different.
Thank you. And Glenville State College.
I think she hit like right the nail on the head. The best thing to really do is just go in with an open mind, ask as many questions as you possibly can, and don't be afraid to use the resources that the colleges have. Whether that be college visits or high school visits when we come to high schools. Just kind of come up and pick our brains. Like I think somebody said earlier, that's why we're here. Emails, everybody emails, but the best way to kind of figure out what's best for you is just to go and find that. And I think another way too is, have that one-on-one conversation with us as admissions counselors or professors or however you want to go with that. Students, current students, past students, just kind of get out of your comfort zone.
Awesome. Thank you. Thomas Jefferson University.
Yeah, I would say honestly, be true to you. That sounds so cliche, but when you're looking at programs and majors, don't do what your parents want you to do. Don't do what your grandparents want you to do. Follow through with what you want to do with your life and ask those questions. Really do get into it, but just keep your own interests in your heart and know what it is that you want to do, and don't try to please other people.
Thank you. And then IE University.
So my biggest advice is you can't pick where you're from or where you were born or the passport that you hold, but you can pick where you want to go and where your future should be. And the university is like a passport. It's an opportunity to take you where you want to be as a student in the future. So take the time to do your do's and don'ts list. What you want and what you don't want out of a university, what you want and what you don't want out of your future career, and accordingly, find an institution that mirrors your value and where you can grow no matter where you want to be. That's my biggest advice.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for presenting tonight and taking the time out to share your wisdom about your universities and just about the search process in general. I just want to thank everyone for joining us. And there's going to be a quick 4-question survey once you close this window. If you want to sign up for more sessions, we have one more this evening and a few more tomorrow. You can do so by going to strivescan.com/Pennsylvania, where you can also see the recordings for these sessions as well within about a week. So I just want to say good luck on your college search process and have a great rest of the week. Take care.